getting back into some Dragon's Dogma. Make sure that I'm not having some background noise over what we are going through on the gameplay. So I'll be muting my mic here and there, but I'm here to talk. I'm be commentating on what's happening as well. So let's have a fun time and get on this adventure.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
Time spent camping isn't necessarily time wasted.
By the way, I got that in game. I did not
Here we
pay
are,
for
in the blink of an eye.
stone. I found
Take
those
stock of our
things.
surroundings.
Everybody complaining about microtransactions. Come on. Stop it.
Working this field, all I know, I'm not stopping.
Something fun to do.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take. A peek.
Say, have you been to Hart? Well, if you do visit, you might want to give the old man who lives there a wide berth. I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the brine again and again. As if that wasn't queer enough, he's apt to talk your ear off about some world he believes lies beyond the sea. I cannot fathom his obsession. I suppose losing his family must have driven him to madness. This looks as good as
I heard a rumor that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Fascinating.
Quite, though no definitive records remain.
What am I to do?
Well, that's the gander. Fine wares all.
Where was that bound?
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you?
What should I do?
Welcome and well met. Don't
What's up? Help somebody out, you get some favors. That's what's up. I already have a lot of these. Well, unfortunately, I don't
think I've
I
forgotten
need
your
anything.
discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces. Offered you by. So do come again.
I don't need that. I do not
Welcome
need that
and
shield.
well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now.
Always a pleasure.
This is for you. What do
Nice.
swear I've not blinked once. So tired. I'm barely the vim to time my days.
All this work and not selling.
Well met.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Oh, 'tis you. You're a welcome sight. Forgive my boldness, but I've a small favor to ask of you. Would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid in full. A trinket in yon shop caught my eye. A small, ornate box of exceptional craftsmanship. Alas, 'twould seem I do not have the coin on hand to purchase it. I can certainly procure the gold later, but by then, if you'd be kind enough to lend me the amount I need, I would repay every last coin. Yes? Is there aught I can do for you? Are you sure?
Why not? I got plenty of gold already.
Not you again! I thought I made myself quite clear.
Ah, but I've brought the gold this time. I assume that changes things.
Oh, well, Aye. If you've got the gold, then you're welcome to spend it. This is the one you've been eyeing, isn't it? Go on then. Take it.
My thanks. I finally have what I came for, and worry not, you'll have your coin back in good time, I promise you.
He seems a young man of decent character. I believe his promise to repay you was a genuine one.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
The other day, now, that's not so strange, and rightly so. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Their faces may match.
Always another errand to see to.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
I've heard there's a means to tell if someone who claims to be arisen is in fact the real thing. See, there's an oracle up in the palace, whose powers allow her to divine whether the arisen yet lives. There's only one arisen in the world, so no matter how many pretenders come forth, the oracle can see through their lies. Although, come to think of it, is that really proof? Does the oracle know who the arisen is, or only that they exist?
Fancy a look at my wares?
Living's hard to earn more dreams.
Another day, another adventure. This really is fine craftsmanship.
I keep my prices as fair as I...
The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Well met, son. How might I be of service? Look, as long as you please. Let's take it easy today.
I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry much.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
The room's at your tomorrow. It's just life.
I'm just fast forwarding.
Look, as long as you please. Always in such a hurry.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
We meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. so full of excitement, so alive. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. You understand. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life, even aught as simple as going shopping for myself. My mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a certain appeal. Which reminds me, I owe you a debt. I fear I cannot repay the full sum all at once. I have rather little in the way of spending money. Pray, take this for now. You'll have more when next we meet. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then...
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Welcome to Bjorn's armor, and quality is what you need if you... want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers... my early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Welcome.
Well met. You are come to Shakir. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
Stay here. I'm going to the campsite every time.
Much obliged. The rules at your neck.
Gather round. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble store. Much appreciated.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my...
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again, if you can believe it. Just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh, why must these scaly fiends beset us so?
Oi, what are you doing standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas, this is the good sir I spoke of, the one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say you are the only one upon whom we can depend.
More Saurians. Let us deliver them a swift end and ensure the village's safety.
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
This beach is hard as stone. Tossing at our other foes.
I see you two friends. Fly off as soon as you can.
Must admit that it feels wonderful to strike true.
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Harv Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave! How many times have we said none are to tread there? But there can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? But I see him outnumbered. Could be all three of you are behind this somehow.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
'Twas a rotten note to end things on. I do hope Sir Fioran will be all right.
Huzzah! We must inform Captain Brant at once. Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
The griffin has been ready.
Would not be unwelcome for an ally to appear for once.
I don't suppose begging for a reprieve would get us far with one of this lot.
Very well, if I must.
me, Master. I've plotted a new course that will see us to our destination much more swiftly.
This foe is drawn to women as a moth to a flame.
It is a tendency we might exploit, though to do so would be to more danger. The Odorist will take it utterly on you, Arisen. Hold its focus as long as you can. I'll handle the rest.
Strike with the power of lightning!
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
With a foe worthy of fortune, naught save our best will do.
There it goes.
I suppose your wounds won't heal themselves? Hold just a moment.
It is the simple destiny of our foe. Knock his feet out from under it and strike.
See, our foe is unbalanced.
Let us finish. Bring that thing down.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
And here I thought I was leading the way. But I suppose your whims take precedence.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually.
One of us has been drenched.
You'll not live to regret this.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
'Tis a tad incon... Is there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful.
Look, Master. Treasure chest. You'll have to find a way to reach it.
rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. An impressive diversion. Shall I finish them off, Arisen?
Miss, shame us both.
A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Little does our foe realise how narrowly they escaped death's touch.
Is that to say?
Let the elements empower your strikes!
Really now, what are you doing?
Forgive me, I could not help it.
Take care where you place your feet. A giant riding is like to throw us off balance, as 'tis our enemies.
The Arisen's soaked to the bone.
Seems I've drawn the short straw. Of course, I wouldn't dream of complaining about it.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Flawless execution.
Our combined might is beyond any foe.
The Arisen has been drenched.
Now we must report to Captain Brant. That's the way of things, is it not? Personally, I take it. Very well. I will lead the way.
Quite the view from up here. Can we see how high I can scale?
As you said,
skyward.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this. Have you need of lightning power? It is yours to wield. Follow me. Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different forms.
Goblins approach!
I suppose I'll handle this.
Crowds can be troublesome. Best be on my guard.
Right, just follow me.
Nothing more deadly than getting comfortable.
Welcome.
Oh dear. Very dull. We've arrived, I see. That's a relief.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
Plenty of gossip.
Fine wares all.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows, but should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
We have achieved our objective.
Indeed. You've culled more than your fair share of
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of it. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. Our laws dictate that your majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, your majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen. While examining the palace ledger for some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Disa's scheme and securing your enthronement.
I sense eyes upon us.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Living hard.
know
next?
that lass from somewhere.
What should I get up to today?
Oi there, friend! Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We need only deliver it to the intended recipient. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
This ox cart's bound for Melv.
I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
A ladder, is it? How convenient.
After you, Arisen.
Man, it took a year to get to the driver's seat. So take off. Come on.
I've got to fill this.
But we're on the way.
Someone ought to put a stop to this.
What ought I to do?
I'm not going to take that from you.
That damn dragon! Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
I'll fell that thing right. Then
I already
its rate, it will do more than steal.
Careful now!
Have any hope of this? We must destroy every tool and tactic at our disposal.
This is a weakness shared by most.
Easily done.
This is the product of your future.
I'll have you know.
Bits of fell customs. Avoid it at all costs.
Careful now. Do not waste this chance. We must press home our advantage.
Moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
By your leave. When enraged, this creature is capable of calamitous strength. We ought not to provoke it.
Then we'd best fell it quickly, or else wait till its fury subsides.
Remind me that by all means, we can easily redirect the focus of our attack.
Prepare yourself.
You have no right.
We want to hold the high ground when fighting on a hit line. Can't have our foes using it against us.
Show yourself! 'Twas a lesson in determination. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you.
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No wonder I feel so hollow. Sigurd. You're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. 'Tis a style all my own. A patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon.
Let me get that.
To have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me.
You shan't hear me complain about an early...
"'Tis a relief to be home. Let us just say that not all Arisen are quite like you, Master."
A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go then.
A new day, a new perspective.
You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for you. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for no... Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only... it is a dangerous place. Understand? I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now. So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and 'tis hard to describe, but my brother and I are the only ones who use that path to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go then. My life's in your hands, friend.
We must make haste if we are to arrive in time to assist.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
If our destiny...
Wasn't sure we'd survive that, but here we are. My thanks for your efforts. Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season. A firm resolve has taken root in my heart since we met. I may be past my prime as a fighter, but I can still teach. And if anyone can master this technique, 'tis you. Go on, humor an old man.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Seems naught ever goes right.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Seems naught ever goes right. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
'Tis well to be prepared, but over-preparation will serve us not.
Don't like this place at all.
Not good enough!
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
'Tis a glad thing we wrestled them.
Try not to get hit, lest all that room go to waste.
Arisen, are you all right?
You put the enemy right where I need him, Arisen. Don't let up.
A wise strategy. When armed, be sure to avoid open flames.
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
Seems there's no room for argument here. I shall obey, but I won't pretend I'm happy about it.
I don't like this place at all.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Magics are at your disposal!
I'd thought I was done for.
Ah, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, I... Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Ah, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
Let us proceed with caution, keeping an eye on our charge at all times. Harpies! Flame is its weakness.
Uh-oh. Methinks the fiend felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
That's it!
Must we pass this way? Surely there's a less perilous route.
Best not to stop. We can talk once we've reached the far side.
'Tis as you say. There's aught to be found there. Can you not see it?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
As the Arisen commands, so must we abide. Show some haste.
face plant on purpose.
This is my sort of place, the more the merrier.
This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well.
So long as we remember to keep to our assigned roles, we shall be a united front in the face of any foe.
There's no great shock to me.
This is my sort of place, the more the merrier.
Back at last. That's...
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets, even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert. Perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again.
Sir Ian was rather hard on himself, methinks. He saved his brother just as much as we did.
Always sets me to think, this place.
What does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.